I'm going to be reviewing this Safely Fun mini trampoline that was recently sent to me by the brand. Now, it does come in a box and does require some assembly. So that's what I'm going to go through in the video today, kind of show you what the assembly process looks like, show you what it looks like assembled, and then go ahead and go over some of the other details of that. This is what it's going to come with. So it comes with all of these parts inside. I just kind of took them out of the plastic. And then also, of course, comes with the instruction or the user manual as well. Now, this is actually already has the net onto there, and so you just have to kind of lay it out and then attach these other parts on. So I'm going to go step by step through the instructions, show you what that looks like, get it assembled, and then I'll give you the measurements of it once it's assembled, how it functions, those sorts of things. So you can see that step number one is going to be you taking this and folding it down flat. So it comes full kind of folded up like this. You're going to fold it flat, and then you're going to insert the pin into there. Then you're going to use the bungees, which that's going to be these, I believe. And you're going to go ahead and start putting those all the way around. So to push this flat, it's going to be easiest to just kind of set it down on the ground, upside down or right side up. We did upside down. And the safety pin, I actually just used one of these little bars to kind of drive it in. Once you get in half the side, it kind of lines up, but it's just a smidge off. So it's just the hole is really small for this. So you're just going to need a hammer or something to drive that in. And there's only going to come with one safety pin that goes in on either of the sides. So that's going to be step one. Step two, you're going to then install the bungees. So use the provided tool. That's going to be this tool right here. And you're going to attach the bungee cords one at a time around it. And you're going to make sure that all of them are symmetrical, all are together on here. So essentially you're just connecting all of these bungees up. It comes with some of them connected, but you're just going to connect some of them up and you're just going to go every other one, kind of like you would on a traditional trampoline assembly. Now, I did want to mention on mine, a few of the bungees came off during shipping on the one side. And so now it's not exactly centered again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on that side when adding the other bungees. So it comes with this tool. It also does come with this tool. And so essentially you're going to just put the one bungee through here. So I'm just going to kind of show you on these. So you're just going to put it down through here like this, just pushing on both sides, right? And then you're just going to wrap it underneath the bar like that. And then you're going to pull it up and back onto that same location. So the next step is you're going to do the support legs once you get all those bungees on. It's just a process. You're going to want to work back and forth when putting those bungees on. And then the support legs are the next thing that goes on. So that's just going to be these. They're going to screw on in one location, I believe, and then push down on these. So these are going to, got the legs, they screw on there, and then they have the push down part for the feet. The next step, you're going to put on the bottom part of the handlebar assembly. So you essentially, these are just going to slide down over the top of two of your legs. It doesn't matter which side or anything like that. These are just going to slide down on the top. Now, if you do put all the legs on first, it's no big deal. Just pop off these two tops and it'll slide down the top. And then you're going to put these on to tighten them down. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to put on these top part of the handlebars. So these just slide down and you can adjust, you can choose which hole you want it to be, which is going to adjust the height. So it has the one that it's in now, and then it has 1, 2, 3, 4 more holes that you can choose. So 5 holes in total to give you the height that you prefer. And the instructions showed it as the two right next to each other where these are going to go. But based on the handlebar length, that is not accurate. It's actually going to be, you're going to skip one and then go over to there. So you're actually not going to put these right next to each other. You're going to put them one, skip one, and then one for the handlebar up here at the top, just because of how long it actually is. You can see how it is. It's about half the length it needs to be with when they are one right next to each other. Now, it's not the end of the world. You're just going to loosen up these two, pull off the bottom, it'll slide off, and then put it onto the other one. Just a little bit annoying. The instructions actually show it being the ones right next to each other, right here. So you can see it's got all of these in, and then it's showing this one and this one right next to each other. When that's not the case, you're actually going to skip one in between. Now, you will want to connect these, but there's nothing in the instructions about it. So it has these little straps. You're going to want to pull these over just to kind of cover up the bungees. Now that we got it assembled, I'm going to go ahead and give you the measurements on it. So the measurements all of the way across, it's going to be right at 40 on this specific one. I'm going to say right around 40 inches or so. Obviously, it's going to be a circle. Height with the feet and to the top of the handlebars is going to be about 51, 52 inches, somewhere right in there. Kind of hard for you to see there. Now the height of the trampoline itself, so this is going to be with the legs just off the ground, we're at about 10 inches or so tall. So overall, definitely a really cool option for kids to kind of jump on. Indoors, outdoors. Now on the instructions, let's say you're supposed to have 24 foot of clearance. So you're probably going to be designed to be outdoors for that. But you do have, it just uses like bungee cords all the way around. Relatively small in regards to the jump area as well. But overall, definitely a cool little toy for kids to just kind of play around with and have some fun.